across a long period of time, making sure I cover every aspect. And even within the physical, you can break it down. Like what Azam said, tolerance to depleting levels of oxygen, tolerance to increasing levels of carbon dioxide in the body. This can be trained separately. I also do a fair amount of lactic acid tolerance training and stamina-based training. So I split that out quite a bit. Then I also do a bit of cross training here and there, like running, swimming, gym work, and this helps complement the other aspects of my training.
Singapore has the same problem. Malaysia, good food. Is dietary concern for you?
Okay, I am very bad when it comes to food because I love food. I eat what I want when I want. So I'm not the best example. I can tell you in principle what are all the things you should do, but I don't exactly follow them. I'm the kind of person who drinks 3 to 6 cups of coffee a day. But I think maybe because I drink so much coffee, I become a lot more tolerant to the caffeine levels as compared to somebody who maybe only drinks 1 cup of coffee every 2 to 3 days. So it's quite different. Yeah, but that's it. Like I said, I do like to eat what I want when I want, but I always believe in moderation. So if I feel like eating KFC, instead of eating 3-piece, I eat 2-piece.
Okay, very interesting insight from Jonathan. Paul?
For me, I'm still trying to find out the routine for my own training, partly due to inexperience, and also I think at different stages of life, I think I'm more closer to Stanley in the mid-40s, so I think our training pattern probably will have to cater for age as well. So yeah, I also don't really train all year round. I think freediving to me is more like a hobby, so it's one of the hobbies, so I try not to spend too much time dealing with it. But in general, I would say I spend about 3 months before any competition preparing it in a more serious manner. As Jonathan said, I also break it down into 3 categories: physical or cardio, one. The second one is hypoxic or CO2 tolerance training, and the third one is techniques. So at the beginning of it, depending the state of fitness I am in at the beginning of the 3 months, I think if I am reasonably fit during the 3 months, I would go into more of a CO2 training. But if I'm not, I'll probably do a lot of cardio exercises just to get myself fit and strong. So basically, first month is mostly strength training and endurance training. I do mainly swimming. Well, I know HIIT is the buzzword now. I think it's mother of all training. Everyone needs to go for it. For me, I have tried HIIT. It's good, but the recovery time for me is taking too long. It takes more than 48 hours of recovery. So HIIT to me is too taxing. So I would rather do more least, low intensity, steady step, which in other words is just a cardio exercise. I think that suits me better. So I do cardio first month. Second month I will try to fuse in more technique training and also hypoxic and CO2 tolerance training. And towards the last month, I would basically start to pace myself according to the competition format. So I'll do 3 days of maximum attempts, and then rest 1 day, and then repeat the 3 days of maximum attempt. So I'll try to do that for maybe, well, if you count 1 month, you do it once a week. There's only like 4 attempts for each discipline. So if you break it down, it's not really a lot to actually do it for a month. So basically that's how I try to pace myself for pool competition. Are we going to talk about that competition as well?
The next round. The next round, yeah.
Oh, later, okay. So Yeah, for food-wise, I guess I concur with my fellow divers here. It's really hard to be disciplined, you know, count your calories or count your whatever. It's not like that. I think it's all of us here, except I think Azwan, none of us are full-time free divers. So we do have work and stuff. So it's really hard to actually have a strict diet regimen. But what I do is that I try to be more conscious, you know, towards the competition day. Try to eat cleaner food, more veggie, more. I would look for antioxidant food to eat. I think free diving is creating a lot of free radicals, toxin in the body. So I feel that taking antioxidants, even supplements, I think help me to recover faster. Other than that, yeah, just eat what I like. Thank you.
Okay, Pak Stanley.
Maybe I am the laziest from everybody here. I basically do nothing. Don't do cross training, weights and everything. But I did every day train my stretching and my tables. So every morning it's a must. Because free diving, if we go free dive, let's say in the water, maybe we dive, let's say you go to 50 meters. It's 50 seconds down, 50 seconds up. It means you only train 2 minutes. If you dive 5 times, you only train so small. So yeah, I prove it by doing the static and stretching every day. It means you can imagine or you can visualize that you are doing your free diving every day. Okay? Yeah, because I'm so busy. About the food-wise, I eat everything, but I don't know why. Before I do my free diving, I'm a bit heavy, a bit bigger, but now it's better. And the good thing I want to share, I don't know, but I used to be quite have a problem with my asthma. I always have my what you call inhaler because it's a problem. But after 5 years I train free diving, it's totally gone. It's totally gone. So I never bring my inhaler anymore. And then second, I also have problem with high blood pressure. So everybody, my dad have a stroke, all the family have a problem with that. And after 5 years now, because every competition they will check our blood saturation, our blood pressure and everything, and now it's amazingly normal. So I encourage everybody that not doing free diving, look for beautiful and handsome instructor here and register for courses. Thank you.
Thank you, Stanley. Okay, free diving for health. I think that's the key thing that Pak Stanley was sharing with us. Okay, Malaysia, Singapore, unlike Indonesia, our proximity to areas deep sea is a bit limited. Okay, so the next time we're talking about depth. Okay, so how do we train for depth in countries like Malaysia? How do you plan your training for that? Okay, let's start with Adwa.
Okay, so maybe I have another luxury for this thing because like I'm doing this full time freediving instructor. So talking about like okay traveling and then stay for 1 month in other places is not a problem for me. But maybe for the rest of them, like okay they have to plan or apply leaves because like you know when we train for depth is like totally different, not like a pool because like pool we can have access. Like maybe we just walk or drive to the pool and we can train. But depth disciplines we really need to do in the sea. So and especially in Malaysia and Singapore, it's not easy for us to get depth. We are talking maybe like we are looking for 50 meter deep, 60-meter area, and is not really, we don't really find this depth here. So, and of course, like to prepare, if let's say I have a depth competitions, and then I registered, and then I know when is the competition, so I already set the training time, maybe at least minimum 2 weeks before the competition, because like I need to condition my body for the depth. But of course, before the 2 weeks, before the competition, that is more like I focus more on the deep training. And before that, I already started doing what we call FRC dive, functional residual capacity dive, or axial dive, as some people call it, just to practice on our master equalization, on our mouth feel, and also to condition our body with deep dive, but we do it at a shallow depth. So that is what we do, what I do to prepare for my depth training.
So?
Yeah, for me, that is also is an issue for me, because I have a full-time job, and before every competition I have to take leave, and I'm looking for at least like 2 weeks of that training before the competition. But however, now the place I stay in, Taipei, is quite close to the sea, but it's not deep. It's only around 20 meters, but I can go now in summer almost like every week. So for shallower dive, I can still train to simulate like going deep by what Azwa said, functional residual capacity dive, which means we don't take a full breath before a dive. So we maybe take like a half or very minimum breath, not a full one, and then go, and then the effect on the pressure on your lungs, even at the shallow depth, is equivalent to maybe like a 40-50 meter. But still, if you want to go deep, you still have to go to do that depth, because it's a different environment altogether. You cannot compare training at 20 meters and being able to dive to 60 meters. Certain kind of training, yes, you can prepare your body for that, but psychologically, you want to go 60 meters, you still have to go to 60 meters, because your mind, you have to set, it's a different mindset together, because you are at 20 meters compared to 40 meters and 60 meters is a different feeling. So for me, for that training, the most convenient place I train now is in Panglao in Philippines. They have like 100 meter plus depth, and only a few minutes from the shore. Yeah.
Jonathan?
I think Singapore is the most interesting, because even though we are so close, we have no depth. Malaysia, I think you swim, you go to an island, you get 20, 30 meters